Come in. Hi.
Hi, how are you doing, Mickey?
Hi, good, good. How are you doing? Nice to see you again.
Close to now meeting you with ADP.
Yeah, how did you do? Please sit down.
Thank you. Here's just my card in case you have any questions after our meeting.
That's great. Thank you.
Yeah, so it was good getting to meet you last week at Bob's, actually.
Yeah, it was, he's one of my favorites. It's, especially with a startup business, it's, a coffee is part of what we need to do. If I could mainline it, I think I'd try to do that as well.
Definitely. How do you know Bob, actually?
Honestly, just when we moved in here, and he was across the street, we're putting in all these kind of odd hours. Here I am Saturday morning, we're here late at night, and so it was kind of fun to have, the coffee shop right across the street.
Yeah, definitely. It's very convenient right across the street.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, Bob was actually one of my first clients. I set him up with ADP about a couple months back.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm usually in the coffee shop at least twice a week, making sure everything's going smooth.
Oh, that's good to know.
I can't lie, I actually love his chai lattes. Have you tried them before?
No, not at all. I'll have to.
They're amazing.
Yeah.
And you're just across the street, so I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to get into it. But I know we only have 10 minutes today. I don't want to waste any of your time.
Okay.
I just want to start off by giving you some background information on ADP.
Okay.
So basically, ADP stands for Automatic Data Processing.
Mm-hmm.
We've been around for about 60 years, and our mission is to empower organizations such as yourself with insightful solutions to help drive success.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we have our own. We're dedicated to supplying organizations with yourself with 24/7 customer service.
Oh, really?
So if you ever need any help or ever any problems, you can just call ADP.
Okay.
And they're there for you 24/7.
Okay.
And actually, what we do at ADP is we take cash, people, and risk management off your plate, so you have more time to do what you do best, which is IT.
Right. Yeah. That's our bailiwick. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we just want to free up some time so you have more time to focus on what you're good at.
Right.
And we can focus on what we're good at. And so we're helping you guys with HR as well as people and risk management.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting concept.
Yeah. And with ADP, you also have access to tools such as the payroll preview reports, as well as the HR toolkits and compliance tools.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd like to ask you a few questions, get to know a little more about your organization.
Sure, that sounds great.
Hopefully find out some places where we can help you in ADP.
All right, that sounds
good. Is it okay if I take some notes?
Please do.
All right. So who's currently the decision makers when it comes to payroll as well as...
Well, yeah, ultimately it's probably going to be me, but I do have a chief operations officer, Katie, and she's really the one with the nuts and bolts. We're a small firm still, so we're... we do try to make decisions as a team effort. And ultimately, I guess it is my responsibility, but when it comes to this sort of thing, I would definitely bring Katie in.
Okay, Katie. What type of payroll processing systems do you have in place?
We have our own in-house system. We do computers. So
so it's automated.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever had any trouble with your system?
Well, I guess more than anything, the trouble is how much time it takes. I have heard her come, kind of grumbling in the back room in regards to the hours that it takes to sort of enter this information.
All right. And would it be helpful to know how much money you have in your account before your payroll is actually processed?
Yeah, that would really be helpful. Good point. Yeah, that's part of what we have to do is balance, sort of rob Peter to pay Paul and make sure we're not going to bounce a check, particularly if it's going to the government.
It's always good to be sure you have enough money
exactly.
before your employees, before
exactly.
payday comes. And do you have any processes in place to ensure that your employees are clocking in and out correctly?
No, not really. We have really kind of odd hours. And of course sometimes we have some hourly employees. We have some that are on salary. We have some that we just sort of play on a project basis. So, actually, no, not really.
All right. And how do you organize employee data currently?
In terms of, like their social security number, that kind of information. It's on our system, it's on our own in-house system at this point.
All right. And do you have an access point for employees to reach their employee data as well as their W-2s?
No, they'd have to go talk to Katie about that specifically.
Okay. Yeah. And do you guys offer direct deposit here?
We do. Well, no, I guess we're going to.
Going to?
Yeah. The reason I hesitate is because when we were in Florida, but we've moved out to Atlanta. I guess, I'm not sure where we stand right now, but I presume we'll get that up and running at some point if it isn't already. So.
Okay, that's good to know. I know you have the office in Florida as well as a new office here in Atlanta. Is it a concern of yours making sure that you're in compliance with the payroll tax laws as well as the HR requirements?
Oh, that is a nightmare. You're absolutely right.
I bet.
2 different states, different deadlines, different forms.
Yep, and you're starting a business, you don't want to worry about that.
Right, and then of course there's the feds on top of that. You're absolutely right.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have some really good news. I think we actually have an opportunity to help you with ADP when it comes to your payroll, your direct deposit, clocking in, as well as your HR and taxing.
Really?
Yeah, with our mobile run app, essentially you have your payroll processing basically at your touch of your fingertips. If you have an iPod, iPhone, or an Android device as well as BlackBerry,
Really?
you're able to process your payroll as well, bring it up
You
from
can do
anywhere.
it on the phone?
Yes, I actually have it right here
Wow.
on my phone. So basically right here, I'm going to bring up the app right here. You have your payroll and you have your human resources.
Right.
And if you press payroll right there, it brings up all your employees, their data, how much time they've clocked in, how much money they've made during their hours.
Really?
Yeah, and right here it says how much money you're gonna need to process payroll, and right there it shows you how much money you have in your account.
Oh, you're kidding?
Yeah,
wow,
so
that'd be
basically,
interesting.
just to make sure you're ahead of the time, and you have it all on you, and it's all mobile.
Right.
So basically, you could be at home, you could be traveling, and you can still make sure process.
That's interesting.
Yeah, payroll's processed.
Right. What about the security then?
Security. At ADP, we have very good security to make sure that we're very secure to make sure that your information is secure within your organization. We don't have any. We haven't had any problems with information getting out or getting leaked. Because we know it's a big important, especially to an IT company, having all your data secure.
Right.
So
absolutely.
So we ensure that at ADP.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And then you said you wanted to get direct deposit with ADP. We do provide that service.
Okay.
So that's definitely something that we think could benefit you.
That's interesting. Yep.
And then you said that you don't have a system to see when employees are clocking in and out.
No, we don't. We don't really have that time and attendance. And as I said, we've got so many different types of employees. We really don't have that information right now.
All right. Well, again, with our ADP mobile run app, you're able to see when your employees are clocking in and clocking out to make sure that it's all accurate, it's all up to date, and they're not making any mistakes.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, definitely. And then when it comes to filing taxes and everything, ADP calculates deposits as well as files your taxes for you with local as well as government and federal agencies to ensure that you don't have any tax penalties.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So basically, with ADP, we want to make sure you don't have any worries on your head.
Right.
So last thing you want to be doing is worrying about tax penalties and making sure your payroll is going on.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. So. But ADP, I've heard the name. Certainly, it's a huge company. Do you really have time to spend with such a small company as us?
Actually, ADP, we like to work with small businesses, and as you grow, we like to grow with you to ensure you become a small to a medium company. We like to grow with you, and at some point you become a large company.
Right.
We like to be right along the way, making sure you're successful in every single aspect.
Oh, that's interesting. It sounds expensive. Is it going to cost us an arm and a leg?
I understand your concern about expense. Actually, all my other clients had the same concern.
Yeah.
I just told them, think of it more as an investment with your business than an expense. The money you're spending with your company is ensuring that you won't have any tax penalties, as well as just making sure that you have time freed up to focus more on your IT.
Oh, that's
basically what we're going to do. Basically, what we're going to do is take things off your plate so you have more time to focus on IT.
Right. Yeah, that's what we do best. That's for sure. Yeah, and nobody seems to like this sort of stuff in the back room.
Yeah, it's busy work that no one likes to do, and we
right.
just like to take that away from you, that away for you, so you have more time to focus on what you do best.
Right. Oh, that's good to know. Well, it really does sound pretty interesting, you know. However, as I said, I would really want to get Katie involved before we go any further.
I'd like to set up a meeting maybe next Tuesday with you and Katie, and we can discuss some more information then.
You know, I'll have to check with her schedule, so I'll have to let you know.
Okay, definitely. You have my card. All right. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to speak.
All right. Thanks so much. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Have a good day.
All right.